Welcome back to This American Ride podcast, where we talk about issues that affect you, the average American. What's up, and welcome back to the podcast. We have a good one today. I have no idea how this is going to go.
Well, you start everyone with "we have a good one today." So
well, we always have a good one. I wouldn't waste my time with it, but this one is.
This is different. This is uncharted waters.
Uncharted.
Uncharted. Whatever. These are new waters. Deep waters.
So do you want to introduce our guests this evening?
I would probably mess this up and get yelled at for how I introduce this guest. Yes. So today's episode, we have on our lovely wives.
The enthusiasm.
That's it. That's all you got.
We have Carolyn and Stacey, our better halves, and we thought we'd have them on today to talk a little bit about holidays and the upcoming. We're in the holiday season now. We are a couple days as recording this from Thanksgiving, and we just figured we would talk a little bit with that. Well, this would be the first time having them on, obviously, but which we wanted to do more of. But then just figured the holidays was a good topic, a good simple topic to get us to break them in on the podcast with, and just kind of talk about. I guess we can talk about holiday traditions. We can talk about what you love most about the holidays, what you hate about the holidays, just whatever. We're just gonna go wherever you guys want to go.
That's good.
That's good. Nice. That's a great start. That is fantastic.
Thanks for having us.
Well, thanks for coming on and being a little part of this. We're excited. And we got now another new for us because we have 4 people in here.
Yeah.
Last week we broke in the first guest of the podcast and had to get that all situated. And now here we are with another microphone and another headset, another chair. Another mouth.
First time we're using all 4 Amazon chairs that Stacey brought from my office here.
Very nice.
Awesome, by the way. I like
Should
these.
we be offended, though, that we weren't the first guest?
Yes, I already had that conversation.
Yeah.
I am
Okay.
offended.
I actually I got reamed out about that. But the reality is that we picked someone that we picked because they were a good guinea pig, and we didn't, we got all the problems out of the way with that guy.
We had some problems.
Oh, is that how you're spinning it? Okay.
Yeah, we had some problems. We need things to be perfect for the 2 of you.
Right.
That's how.
See?
Good save,
Just
honey.
making it perfect. So, I'm excited. What do you want to talk about?
What are you excited for? You excited for the holidays? You excited for?
No, I'm excited to be here with you guys.
Oh, I was gonna say, do you get excited for the holidays?
Normally, I do. It's a little hard this year. I don't know why. This year, it's a little. I haven't been able to get in this. I'm more excited for what we got going on after Thanksgiving. I hate to say it, but
It's because you guys are copping out for this holiday.
we're here for the holiday, man. I'm
I'm a little
after.
jealous, though, for the
Listen.
vacation.
You gotta get on board, literally on board.
He got a little excited when he realized we're empty nesters this year, so he wanted to plan all kinds of crazy stuff, like during holidays, before holidays, after holidays. Like,
I was like, let's not be home for the holidays. Let's just go somewhere. She's like, no, we got to be here for Christmas. I'm like, I don't want to be here. But yeah, we do still have children, so I guess we got to stick around a little bit. But yeah, I'm excited. I really do like Thanksgiving. Actually, I like both of the 2 major holidays for different reasons, but I usually get excited. I usually would be excited by now. So I'm a little late this year getting excited, but
because we've been busy. I feel
it has been busy. It's been super busy.
This one snuck up. I feel like
Yeah.
at Thanksgiving of all the holidays, Thanksgiving and Stacey's family is like it's like the national holiday. they take the Thanksgiving very, very seriously. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Thanksgiving was always just, a time to get together and just be thankful for everything. But we always had a great Thanksgiving dinner. And I come from a family of a lot of great cooks. And I think that made the holiday extra special. And one of my favorite traditions, that is Thanksgiving, is the kids always get the first Christmas gift. at Thanksgiving.
Wow.
It's some, I think it's some bullshit.
We haven't even thought about buying gifts yet at Thanksgiving. And here these guys are getting gifts. Holy crap. That's pretty cool.
That's been the family tree. And I'm like, when does this stop? Because they're not kids anymore.
Never.
It's clearly not going to stop.
I mean, Charlie and Morgan are like 18 and 21 now, I feel like. 19 and 21?
19 and 22, yeah.
19 and 22. And I mean, and Mo's listening to this because Mo's like one of our most faithful listeners. Mo, we got to put this Christmas gift thing to bed.
No.
He's gonna be like 47, married with kids, and he's gonna be like, "Where's my present?"
I'm 46, and my aunt still gives my sister and I our first Christmas.
Oh yeah.
We get the silver bells. Aww. Like we know what it is, but
So the oldest people in the family don't get squat? What happens with that?
She's the matriarch, so I guess it ends there.
Dang.
That's it.
Yeah, and I think in our kind of on both of our sides, we've kind of the children kind of graduate into being part of the Pollyanna where they now have to buy people gifts and they don't get all the gifts. They just get whatever one person had them or whatever.
Yeah, because our family got so large that we couldn't just monetarily buy for everybody. So years and years ago, we decided we would just do a Pollyanna where everybody gets a gift. So at Thanksgiving, we pick names. And everybody kind of writes down at least the 3 things that they would like just as ideas. And then you pick a name. And then you have all month to buy for that person. So it became when the kids hit 21, they entered into the Pollyanna. So we don't have to buy for them as kids anymore. They just...
We still buy for our kids, but...
Yeah. But like cousins and aunts and uncles don't have to buy for them anymore.
Yeah.
So when the kids hit 21, does that also mean that they don't get Easter baskets anymore?
They haven't gotten Easter baskets in ages.
Yeah, that kind of ended a while ago, I guess, for them.
Don't try to change me, honey.
That's another topic.
I guess you're asking for a reason.
That's another topic for a different holiday, though.
Yeah, my mother used to be big into the Easter baskets when the kids were little. That she would do massive Easter baskets for them, but I don't know what happened to where that kind of just stopped.
I think other little kids came along,
Yeah.
and then as our kids got older, they weren't as interested in the baskets.
The smaller kids in the family got that treatment.
They liked the candy, though. Kids like the candy.
Oh, yeah.
But not having kids, and we don't have a lot of kids in the family, so my 2 nephews are the closest to us, so they get it.
So
I don't think it's such a bad thing.
It's not a bad thing.
No.
When Stacey's goddaughter Peyton was born, it was the first girl in since you and Chris, it was like the first girl.
Yeah.
And it was like you'd have thought she was royalty. It was like the queen of like Rockland County, New York, has been born, and they all went nuts. They still go a little nuts for Peyton, but yeah, it's
because
whole
she's
nother level.
the youngest,
and she's a girl.
and yeah, so.
Yep.
But you talk about picking names on Thanksgiving. I would have a hard time with that because I'm already like more than halfway done my Christmas shopping. I couldn't
You're
wait
just
until
a
Thanksgiving.
phenomenon because he said it. We haven't even started, pretty much.
Yeah.
So
We haven't. We're sweating this this New Year's Eve thing, and that little friends Christmas that we do.
Oh yeah.
We were just talking
Yeah,
about that
we
too.
got to get started on that.
It's what the heck was I going to say? The
Do I need to show them my spreadsheet for Christmas shopping?
No, I don't want to see any spreadsheets.
Speaking of that, that's what I want to say. At what point, when your family was doing gifts, now we've moved on to a different tradition with your family, but when we were doing gifts, at what point was the Christmas list due? I always had a problem with the list, by the way, but.
Well, I guess as we got older and the kids got older, we started just sharing a family Christmas list. So because we were buying for each other and just coming up with a couple of ideas to offer everyone. And we always exchanged, when the family got a little bit bigger, we would pick a name. And so you would create the list just so that that person had a couple of ideas for you. But we would pick the names at Charlie's birthday, which is at the beginning of October. So,
Okay.
October, she's like, you got to have your Christmas list done. I'm like, it's not even Halloween.
well, it would be September. I would be like harping on him. And keep in mind too,
It's Labor Day. It's Labor Day.
but keep in mind too, I still keep a list for him throughout the year as ideas came up and things that he may not think of or remember.
Also,
so that
when
I
I
could
buy
remind
myself
him.
shit that you can just check it off to your list that I've bought for myself.
Yeah, those are. And one year he bought like all these things, and I was like, "You're an asshole. You're cutting out your whole list."
But you keep his list of things he wants for Christmas. You keep it.
I keep because I'm organized.
Why don't you keep a list?
Well, because she's buying it.
Hold on. Put the brakes on here for a
No, but
minute.
he's saying she keeps the list of things he wants.
You're saying I should keep a list of what she wants?
No, you should keep a list of what you want.
Not my job.
But he's not going to buy it for himself. So what good's the list in his hands?
Why am I keeping my own list?
And when it's due in September, then you send it to her and go, here's my
Yeah,
list.
but I think are you also talking about stuff that you get him for Christmas, or is this just for the other?
Well, it's just
you're
like
involved in.
gifting ideas for him so that by the time he's got to put a list together and he's like, oh, I don't know what I want. I don't know what I want. I can bring up and be like, well, 6 months ago, you mentioned something about this.
Yeah.
Now, see, I do that. I keep a list for you, but you don't know that I have that list. Well, you do now, but you didn't
Well,
before
know
that.
that.
I don't always tell him everything that's on the list.
Oh, okay.
Because I would always hold something back for me.
Yeah, because that way when I go to buy him something for Christmas, I don't want to ask him right at Christmas, so what do you want this year?
Yeah.
I listen through the year and I write stuff down.
Yeah. So I don't
I listen to you through the year, and you don't say anything. So my list is like blank.
Then you're not a very good listener.
No, you're literally the most
need to observe.
difficult person to shop for on the planet.
Really?
You can go on my
Yes.
Amazon wish list right now. I have like 40
Yep.
things on
I've
there.
been in there. There's not one thing in there that I would actually buy you as a gift.
It's on my list.
Yeah, you got to see this list. There's not one thing in there that you would feel comfortable actually just giving someone as a gift.
I have ideas for you. Let's
Listen,
talk.
she's a woman that
See that?
doesn't like jewelry, doesn't do the super girly thing. So I'm not buying her clothes.
See, this is where our other
And we
conversation
know the
is-
stuff that she likes to buy are antiques.
It's not always about what you're going to buy for her.
Oh, here we go. I got to hear this. Okay, so I'm not buying anything. That's a good start.
Well, I'm not saying you're
I'm
not going to
making
spend
arts-
money.
Oh, see, that's the problem. Because we have a very strict budget for each other.
We do.
Yeah, it's very low. Don't act like we spend a lot of money on each other for Christmas, because we don't.
It's quality over quantity
Quality
and
costs a lot.
planning a day
Oh God,
and spending time.
that's the gift.
It can be.
This spiraled
But
out
that-
of control just like I thought it would.
And then do I give that to her like the kids would? Like, is that one of those little things where like this is one free hug, one free?
We'll talk. I'll
No, you're saying
I
more
can-
of
we
like,
can't
I can
talk.
help
You're gonna
you turn
break
it
my
into a
bank.
gift.
Oh boy.
I think she's saying more of like, hey, I planned a weekend away for us somewhere in May.
This topic again. He's starting to sweat.
Look at this.
Oh, I'm not
They're
sure.
totally second guessing their decision to have us on here right now.
He's regretting
he's
it right
about
now.
to break that fast and be like, give me a drink.
Well, what's the problem with my wish list? That you always say the same thing.
Your prices start at like $500.
Right.
That's the problem with your wish list.
Oh, you're cheap.
Exactly, but not in my house. It's not. We don't spend like that for gifts. Plus, we've always had the kids to buy for, and
story.
all these other things. Like, yeah, it's like we don't. I don't know. We get stuff that we want throughout the year, so it's you get to that point of Christmas presents, and it's like I don't know. I've bought the stuff I want, or it's too much to pay for a Christmas gift. I don't know. We're cheap.
Do you guys set budgets?
We don't even talk
really.
about it.
No.
We set budgets sometimes. I feel like.
Yeah, we have to.
Yeah, I mean, we set a budget. But I mean, I have a rule with Christmas gifts. I mean, I guess we blew right past Thanksgiving, but I mean, I have like a rule with Christmas gifts, and the fact that if if I'm gonna get you something, I'm gonna get you something that you're probably not gonna buy yourself. That's like my. That's been, and I stick to that.
That's
like,
a
pretty
fine
well.
line, though.
Is it though?
Well, the fine line of do you know that it's something they want that they won't buy for themselves, or are you just assuming like that they're gonna like it?
I know it's something they'll like that they won't buy themselves.
Okay.
Like I get her something that I know she would love, but she would never go out and get herself.
Okay. That's good. That's the best thing for Christmas.
I mean, and I'm pretty.
He's a very good.
I'm pretty
gift giver.
I'm pretty successful at that. But I mean, I do like. I do stress to the last minute. I was always like, man, Christmas Eve day, like out shopping. Or last year, what was I last year? I feel like I was like a few days, I was like a few days before, and it was I bought her a scarf last year, and it was what a fiasco, man, because she has like an account with this company, and I had to switch to email because I'm like, I can't have her getting these freaking emails. And these people were like, the thing got lost in shipping, and then they wouldn't give me any information because it's like, it's not your account. And I'm like, listen.
Listen.
This must have been a pricey scarf.
It was. But
It was.
It was. But again, it was like a pricey scarf. So like, it's something that, obviously she'd like and she uses and she wears, but she would never go out and spend the money on that herself.
It's actually the second pricey scarf you've got.
It is. The other pricey scarf I bought was what was that? Hermes it was a Hermes scarf, but it was a whole experience, like going shopping for this thing, because who did I run into?
Bethany Frankel.
Oh, Bethany Frankel.
No clue.
You don't know Bethany Frankel. You might.
I do.
You
Yeah.
know So Bethany Frankel was in the Hermes store when I was buying this scarf with like her whole entourage, and she was doing like her team outing of her like staff and buying them all Christmas gifts. And I kid you not, like she was buying them scarves and handbags at the Hermes store, which I don't.
Yeah, we're not in that bracket.
It was crazy. Yeah.
I didn't know you took your staff with you to pick out gifts and bought them. I thought you like.
No, I think when you're going to that kind of place, I think they just made like a team outing of it.
Because it's an experience.
Yeah, because
one that I didn't get to like, and then I was like,
right. I kind of feel bad about, because like when you go to any of these high end stores, when you go to a high end store to buy anything, like when you go to a Louis Vuitton store to buy something, it's more than just walking in and buying something, like walking into Walmart and buying something. It's like a whole experience of, their brand that they give you when you walk in. And
they
get
sit you
something.
down. Do you want coffee, champagne? Like,
No, I just want to buy a scarf.
sounds-
Can I just buy that one right here?
okay,
Go.
too bougie now. Too
Oh
bougie.
my gosh.
Or it's like, just give me the scarf.
It's that one. I want that one.
Yeah. Well,
Not the coffee, that one.
well, right. So, because when I go in there, that's what I want. Like, I'll go
You
in
want
there.
snacks and shit.
Well, I know exactly what I want. I'm like, I want that one, and she's like, well, the only one I have left is the floor model. Well, like, no, I don't want the floor model. Like, if I was buying a TV, I wouldn't give a shit. But that scarf is like, I want one out of a box that's brand freaking new, that's never seen the light of day. And yeah,
Floor model TV.
I don't know. The best I could come up with.
Heck. I have a feeling like you probably go to these stores and you you shop and you get your free coffees and snacks, and then you don't even buy anything because you just want snacks.
I don't know that you could do that there. They probably smell that from.
They're going to take the snacks back from you? How does that work?
Oh, the Louis Vuitton store would definitely take the snacks back. They'd be like,
Right out of here.
give me that cookie right out of your mouth.
I've never had a shopping experience like that.
Just lost our Louis Vuitton sponsorship.
No, it's a fun experience, but
It is.
hence why we set limits, and we
Budget,
don't
save.
We don't always, that's not typical. But this year, we have a very strict limit.
Of $0.
$0.
You
Dolores.
guys have been busy
Hemorrhaging cash.
shelling out dough this year for things. So yeah, it makes sense.
Can't, and like no better time of year than the holidays to be going through what we're going through right now. So it's
Well, one home improvement project down, and one starting in the new year. So
January 3rd.
that's our gift to one another this year.
Nice.
It's a big freaking gift.
Yeah,
For the people who don't know, we're redoing a kitchen because we had a pipe break, and it's kind of one of those situations like if ever there was a time, like now was the time. So
They had a pipe break. Mm-hmm. And fixing the pipe wasn't the answer.
well,
Well,
An
you
entire
see-
kitchen
you
remodel
see our
had to be done.
But you see our
it goes
kitchen,
sometimes, man.
See your kitchen.
right? And you see the damage that it did.
I didn't notice.
Well, it's, I guess
Only thing I noticed
crawl
is
under
I
where the
noticed
dishwasher
dishwasher's
was.
not there anymore. But I don't.
dishwasher.
I am the new dishwasher. Okay.
Dishwasher's not there.
24/7.
Well, you can save money and
Dishes
don't even
5
get a new
times a week.
dishwasher. You have one.
It's not working out for me. She's
Bert, you are not my friend right now.
All this extra time you have now.
You're about to do dishes before you go home.
Yes.
I'm washing me dish.
I know you do.
Anyway, we're so far off topic
I know.
right now.
Sorry.
Thanksgiving.
Sorry.
Home
Yes.
remodeling.
Let's get back to Thanksgiving.
So Thanksgiving. So you guys traditionally go somewhere for that?
We used to alternate Thanksgivings.
No.
And yes, we
with-
alternated
between our
Thanksgivings,
families, yes.
between our families. And she came down. We went to her family for Thanksgiving, and then the next Thanksgiving we were together. We came down to my family, and there was lasagna and no turkey.
That sounds amazing.
And I was not having it.
So you never went back to your family after that?
That was the
No,
end
no,
of that.
no. No.
Is your
So
mom making lasagna this year?
No, she's
Go for
making
some
turkey.
lasagna, man.
So I understand incorporating other foods, but there are things that are traditionally Thanksgiving that I need to have at Thanksgiving. And yes, when I walked in and there was lasagna, I was like, what?
Well,
What
lasagna
did
is
I just
not
walk into?
one of the things I would think is alternative to turkey.
Well,
No.
wannabe Italians over here.
No,
That's exactly what it was.
no.
Like some
Make
lasagna,
lasagna.
and some stovetop.
So, I mean,
Watch your mouth.
everyone everyone
loves some
has their
stovetop.
preferences though on food and who you enjoy makes what. And my aunt just always does like a great Thanksgiving, and that's her holiday.
Does she
to
cook
host.
everything?
No,
Well, she used to. She used to.
Yes. When my sister and I were younger, I mean, my mom and my grandmother would always help out. And now my sister and I, you know, we do most of the sides, the desserts, the appetizers, but she still does a bulk of it.
Smacking in the mouth with my mic.
I was like,
I'm
what's
gonna have
going
to
on
go
over
by
there?
an end table for a coffee, whatever you call it.
That's what I'm
table
waiting for.
sometime. I know you are.
Yeah.
Something with a little more weight in it.
So, but yeah, I mean, it's a production. Like at Stacey's house, you know, it's Stacey's family rather. It's a production. I mean, the stuffing is a production. Like you can't mess up the stuffing, and it's not stovetop.
That's why you're struggling so much to not mess it up. If you just stovetop, you'd be good to go.
It's
8 minutes,
good. It's
and you're
good, though.
jamming.
It's a thing. And if you love
You guys are
stovetop,
probably shoving stuff up birds' butts and stuff
Oh,
like
yeah.
that. Yeah, all that weird crap.
Oh my God, it's like 3 pounds of bread that you know, mince up. It's sausage, onions, celery, seasoning, milk.
a lot of poultry seasoning.
Yeah.
Stovetop, it all
It's
just comes in that
good.
little packet.
That's it.
8 minutes, whip it up. Put some butter in there. You gotta cut corners somewhere to save time, man.
Are you a stuff it in the bird or
You do not
serve
put
it on the side?
stovetop into the bird.
No,
It's not
never been in the
necessary.
bird.
Really, you don't stuff the bird? You just cook the bird.
Stuff the bird in my
Yeah,
mouth.
I think different people have made the turkey, depending on where we're
We've
going.
never put any stuffing in the turkey.
And I don't think anybody that's ever made the turkey put the stuffing in the turkey.
Really?
Ron hasn't. I feel like
Ron may have.
I
might
feel
have
like
been the
he
only
always has
one.
the two different styles of stuffing, and I think one. of
Oh,
them-
and I think he does say
I think-
one was in the bird,
Yeah,
one wasn't.
he does. He does.
So he makes 2 different actual stuffings,
Yeah,
like
he'll put-
flavor wise?
Yeah, yeah.
He'll make 2 different sweet potatoes.
So then isn't it called dressing?
He'll call one stuffing and one dressing. Yes.
I guess.
If it's not in the bird, you can't call it stuffing.
'Cause what's it
Nonsense.
stuffed in?
Sorry.
What's it stuffed in?
Well, it's stovetop stuffing.
Stuffing it in your face.
And it don't need to, it doesn't need to go in the bird's butt to taste good.
Yeah, it
I don't know what
does.
we're talking about. No, it doesn't.
Oh yeah, it does.
Interesting.
There you go.
Yeah, we've kind of had no real tradition, but we've we hosted a lot over the years at our house, just because we had one of the bigger houses, at least on my side of the family, and we would tend to do kind of like everybody brings something. You know, my sister would do the turkey a lot, and then we would do a whole bunch of the sides, and then other people would just bring, you know, I don't know, some other things, bottle of soda or something. Just kidding.
Obviously, somebody did that. That's pretty funny.
I think I remember that year.
But no, it's worked out good. But it's not always at. I mean, have we always had it at our house for my side, or
No, I think your mom used to host, because when we first got married, we would try to do 2 dinners. Remember, we would try to have lunch with one family and dinner with another, and that's just impossible. There's no room in the stomach to do that.
It's a stressful day. It's just a stressful day.
I mean,
we tried to do that for a couple of holidays when we were younger.
Fun.
It's just
Definitely
stressful.
kills the fun. I think though, since like we've been in this house, the 13 years, we've hosted almost every year. This might be one of the first times we don't.
yeah.
But then we've had to do. Then we would. Sometimes we tried to have it at our house, like at a decent early hour, and then go over to your family's house in the evening. We usually would only get there for dessert.
Yeah, because everybody's close enough and mileage-wise that we try to spend time with everybody on the holiday. But it's hard when you have a big family, and everybody has in-laws now and going 100 different places. So this year we're actually doing Thanksgiving on Wednesday night instead of Thursday, because everybody had plans for Thursday, and my mom still wanted to get everybody together, so she's like, let's have dinner Wednesday.
Which worked out beautifully for us, I will say.
Hey, man.
I was a little annoyed at first because she's like, my mom still wants to have it at her house. I'm like, we're leaving on Friday at the butt crack of dawn to drive down to Florida. I just want to sit home on Thursday, pack, chill, watch some football, go to bed early so I can leave. And then she's like, she still wants to do it. I'm like, oh. But then they came up with Wednesday, and I was like, oh, sweet. Because then we can still do that on Thursday, and we can still do.
And you can still sit and watch football.
Right. And then we can still get, the Thanksgiving family dinner in. So.
Did you get your time worked out?
No, that's a mess.
For what?
Thanksgiving.
For your dinner
at your mom's
on
house.
Wednesday. Is it?
Oh, I was texting her a little bit today.
Okay.
Because Jake doesn't have to stay at school as late, but I still might have to work. And she was like, well, I thought you might leave early. And I'm like, I can't bank on leaving early. So I think we're doing a 6:00 dinner.
Okay.
Is what it is.
It is what it is. It'll be
Yeah.
It'll be fun. It'll be fun.
Yeah.
So is there anything like your mom makes that she makes like every Thanksgiving that's like a thing?
No.
Yeah.
No, we were just talking, and she said that her mom used to make really good cranberry relish. So she was going to try to do that one year. I don't think it was this year, but she was going to try to make that.
You like your cranberry sauce canned?
Like my
He likes the
cranberry sauce
jellied.
in the trash.
You don't eat the cranberry sauce at all. It's no wonder you. I mean, it's Thanksgiving. How do you not have cranberry
I know.
sauce at Thanksgiving?
How do you marry a woman whose family had a cranberry farm?
And not
I know.
like cranberries,
We kind of have to have it in
Well,
our
I
house.
wasn't marrying her for the cranberry farm.
obviously.
I don't know. Just not.
Stacey makes the cranberry sauce.
I do.
That freaking
And the creamed
canned
corn.
jelly crap, man. That looks.
I'm a
horrible.
fan. See, I mean, I like them both. I like the fresh cranberry sauce. I really do. But I also I'm a fan of the jelly cranberry sauce. There are just some things that
All
are
right,
just
I'm
an
gonna have
American
some.
Well, we have
tradition.
both.
Wait, no.
so.
Your mom's making what?
No, she's doing the canned sauce. She said she already bought a can of Ocean Spray jellied.
Jellied.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Just one.
I'll give that a whirl.
Take a no
Oh
thank you
yeah,
helping.
because I don't even know that we'll eat one
Oh
can.
my God. I have 2
Give
cans.
that a whirl.
I like
And I'm
it. I
making it
mix it in
fresh.
with my turkey, but not
Do
everybody
you
likes
know
it.
what's on the menu? I mean, because we've done Thanksgiving a couple of times at your mom's house
Yeah.
over the years, but not a lot. I think we've done Easter more than we've done.
Well, she's doing the turkey, and she said she would make loaded mashed potatoes.
Oh, that's one of those things she does that the kids like.
The kids like that.
But that's not.
I
She
think
makes it. It's like one of her dishes, but it's not necessarily a Thanksgiving dish. She's made it for other things.
for
too.
other stuff.
Yeah, and she's making like a sausage dip for appetizers. and then we're gonna bring the Loveless Cafe creamed corn.
You're welcome.
Buddy,
Change your lives with that stop, huh?
I might just have that.
Just a cream
So-
corn.
Just corn.
So we always struggle in our family where we always want to try new dishes at Thanksgiving, but we're not willing to give up any of our staples.
Oh, so you're just adding
None of
stuff to the.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
It's crazy.
Yes.
That's a problem
So-
when you find a new
so
one that
this
you like
year-
that you want to make a staple.
Yeah. Our staples are obviously the turkey, the stuffing. My mom used to make a corn pudding, but now everyone loves the creamed corn more. So we do the creamed corn. You always have to have string beans because you need a green vegetable. There's sweet potatoes with like a bourbon glaze. Turnips.
Turn that down.
Tell them don't put any carrots in the turnips.
Oh my gosh.
Drives me nuts.
Turnips.
It's always an issue for him
Turnips.
because
I love them, man.
he loves turnips, but no one else except for my aunt who loves them plain.
Mm-hmm.
My stepmother used to make them. She was English and she mixed in carrots in with the turnips. And so that's how like my sister makes it. So it's always the controversy of plain or mixed.
At that point,
so
just
there's
have
turnips.
Carrots. Just have carrots.
And then creamed onions.
Creamed. So yeah. This is a
Kurt doesn't
family
wanna
thing.
go
This
to
is a thing in my
this dinner.
family too. So creamed onions, creamed carrots.
Why are we creaming everything?
It's good.
Because it's old school. It's
How's that old school?
It was
because it was something that they always had.
Why don't you, if you want to cream it, just have a protein shake. Why are we creaming everything?
well, do you
have any hard
one
food?
vegetable.
No, it's
Oh, I know what it is. I know exactly what it is. It's like soupy mess.
No, it is
No.
not.
Yes, it is.
See,
No,
so you
they're
don't know
not.
what it is.
I know it is.
So you've
It's
never
crap.
had good ones.
It's absolute crap. It's like a green bean casserole.
No.
More crap.
No,
People and your crazy
we don't do
bizarre
green
ideas.
bean casserole.
Why can't we just have the meat, have a vegetable, and call it a day? Why we
Listen,
gotta have
you
all
would
this weird
not
stuff?
you would not like our meals because it's you want peas. Okay, here's a can of peas, corn, can of corn,
yes.
can of carrots. That's it. That's your veggies.
Why are we
It's just like
fancifying carrots and peas?
Because you can.
Spent
I
all
grew
that
up-
time, and I'm like, click, 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 dump it in the thing, staring at it. And you've spent 3 hours making some sort of weird peas.
Because it's made with
creamed-
love.
I grew up with canned vegetables, and I got to tell you, like as soon as I moved out of the house, I mean, how many canned vegetables do we have now? A handful.
Potatoes.
I will
Only
Do you have
canned
canned
potato.
potatoes?
I will
They're
indulge
actually
in
really.
some. I will indulge in some canned potatoes. They're actually really good, especially if you roast them in the
Holy
oven.
smokes.
Yeah.
I will.
I've had 'em. They're good.
Yeah.
They're not bad. Like, but that's kind of that's it. I mean, even corn, we don't use canned corn.
No.
We use frozen corn.
Oh, we do. I don't
I
like
use-
frozen vegetables
Whoa,
as
whoa,
much
are
as
you-
I
canned
used
Are
stuff.
to.
you making the Loveless Cafe stuff with
No.
canned corn?
No,
okay,
we don't use
all right.
canned for that.
Not for that.
I was gonna say
That's the only time we actually do have the.
Too many
the
cans for
frozen
them
corn.
to open.
Nah. Honestly, the only reason I didn't is because it said on the directions not to.
Yeah.
I mean, otherwise I would have, but it said not to, so we do the frozen for that. But I don't know.
I mean, it's
I
like
don't love the
10
taste
cups of
frozen.
corn.
It is a lot of corn.
And I
cups.
make a double batch.
So do we. We usually do.
We're doing a single batch this year.
We're doing it for multiple people.
It's 10 cups of corn.
Your son's going to be so disappointed in you. There's going to be none to come home from your mom's house, and Jake's going to be mad.
You're ruining Thanksgiving.
You're ruining it.
Sorry.
So stingy.
So wait. So a double batch is 20 cups of corn.
Yeah.
No wonder you were having a meltdown at Costco the other night when they didn't have any corn.
Yes.
Holy crap. Why don't you tell them about the string beans while we're here, while we're going on about,
Are they creamed?
The string beans are not creamed, but there's a process and there's machinery involved
There's a doohickey,
that you attach a whatchamajigger to.
a whatchamacallit too. No, so we have to French the string beans every year. So I have done them by
Like
hand.
make out with them?
No. If you've never Frenched a string bean before,
You're missing out.
cut off the
I was
ends.
never into skinny chicks, so.
Why is he making this weird.
That's what he does.
How do you even describe a French string bean, though?
So you snip off the ends of the bean and then you slice it diagonally. So there is an actual machine that you can put them through, the string beans through. It looks like a pencil sharpener, actually. So
It's called a Frencher.
yes, it's called a Frencher. But you have to like stick it on the side of a table or a piece of wood or something like that. So years ago, my uncle, being the innovator that he was, hooked up a drill to the Frencher. So you take the handle off, you hook up a drill, and he was sitting there with the drill, and my aunt's like feeding the string beans in. So that's how we French the string beans now.
And then
OSHA violation.
and now
this
that
thing.
they're Frenchified, they taste different.
Yes.
They do. The texture's different. Yeah, it's
Texture and taste are
They're
different.
fancier.
well, yeah. I mean, they're French. They're fancy.
Yeah, interesting.
You've had them because,
We've made them for Friendsgiving.
yeah.
You probably did not have
You
them.
did
though.
not have them.
So.
I don't do the.
You need to have your no thank you
I don't
helping.
do no thank you stuff for no
You were like, beans? No.
green beans, French green beans, French fried green beans.
That's why
Eats green
he was
beans.
happy we didn't do Friendsgiving because he would have had to do his no thank you helping.
Well, how to be happy? And I don't do that. I don't participate in that. I don't eat things I don't like for anybody.
You don't like string beans either?
No, not into string beans.
What vegetables do you eat?
Carrots,
Corn.
peas, potatoes.
Peas.
Potatoes?
You eat
Are potatoes
peas.
a vegetable?
Sure.
You eat peas.
I think you're thinking
But
of
not green
tomatoes.
Well, tomatoes are a fruit, but
Right.
are potatoes a vegetable?
Oh, then what are they?
I don't know. I guess they're
What are they?
vegetable.
You want to get into
They
some
are.
weird scientific crap? They're absolutely a vegetable.
You eat radishes?
I like radishes, but that's not really.
You don't
Sweet
eat Brussels.
potatoes.
No Brussels sprouts.
No, you don't like Brussels
Not
sprouts.
a big fan of them. Cauliflower. I like cauliflower. I like asparagus. I don't know. Like anything not creamed or French
Broccoli?
fried. Broccoli. I don't hate it. I don't love it. I can take it or leave it. Sorry.
It's one thing, man. I eat some veggies. There aren't many veggies I don't like.
Yeah, all the weird ones. Turnips.
Love turnips.
Who the heck eats turnips anymore?
I would eat turnips all the time. Beets. I would eat beets all the time.
Beets are absolutely disgusting.
They're the candy of fruit, man. Come on. What are you talking
No,
about?
they're not.
Disgusting.
They tried to
Don't-
feed us beets in school in
absolutely
like second
disgusting.
grade, and I didn't like the look of them.
You had beet trauma. All
I
right.
did.
So you had beet trauma. So it's different. They just, they just don't like beets. You went on a diet of like a juice diet and drank beet juice and have never touched them since or whatever it
No.
was.
You're wrong, but okay.
Today's
But that
cooking
sounds like a
episode-
cool story.
He embellished just a bit.
You were in a prison labor camp and they forced you to eat beets. You can't have them anymore.
Force fed beets.
I know.
I don't know about these foods you guys are eating.
Nah, man. I'll
You're making the holidays horrible.
really. You want to make the holidays great again? Is that what stovetop?
Some stovetop and some lasagna. Let's go. Give me some of that.
Oh,
Down with that. We've done lasagna at Christmas before.
We have. We've thrown in some meatloaf.
We've had
at
like
Christmas,
ham with
yeah.
lasagna or meatloaf and
Christmas is up for grabs though,
Yeah,
because you can
it's
have a
not that
turkey, you can
traditional, yeah.
have prime rib, you can have lasagna.
does turkey though after just coming off of Thanksgiving.
A lot
No,
of people.
but-
I think it's weird.
A lot of people
lot of
do.
Because I don't think that many people eat turkey throughout the year very much. So why all of a sudden
No.
at the holidays are we like turkeys? Like
I would just do.
It's like corned beef and cabbage. You
Christmas,
only eat it one
Christmas
time a
ham
year.
was always the thing. Like we always had a
Yes.
ham.
Yes.
We always
Yeah.
had a ham on Christmas. I feel like your family did prime
Now we
rib.
do prime rib.
Yeah.
that's the bougie people do the prime rib.
But I mean, ham is. Well, we actually had a butcher in Hoboken that we used to go to. And we used to get fresh hams a lot, and that was
Yeah.
we had a lot of that. But yeah, I feel like ham was always the thing.
Yeah. We did ham a lot. We
Your
usually
mom would
added
get a
something
ham,
else.
right?
Yeah. She'd like those heavenly hams. Heavenly hams. They were good.
We're
Who
good.
was Costco was just selling somebody. It wasn't heavenly ham. What was it? Honey baked.
Honey
ham.
baked.
They were selling
Those are
honey
good,
baked
too.
ham.
Yeah.
I think it was just that we at one point we had a bunch of people with all of my sister's kids and stuff and all that. So we kind of like we'd have the ham and then like something else. So we would do the meatloaf or
ham and turkey or ham and meatloaf.
I don't recall ever doing a turkey at Christmas with my family.
Yeah.
I know my family's done it, so it's hard to remember who did
At
what.
Christmas, though, we always have to have Al's meat pie.
Interesting.
You would not like meat pie.
It's good.
What's in Al's meat
I don't
pie?
want to know anything about Al's meat pie. Sorry,
Well, his
Al.
mom's French Canadian,
Oh, you French people.
and it's just this.
I feel like it's more of a Maine. Is it French or is it like a Maine?
yeah,
thing?
but
I feel
it's,
like it's
because of the
because
border.
of the
They're
border
close to the
and-
border and
The
everything.
French Canadians.
So it's just it's a pie with this meat mixture, like a mince. It's not mincemeat, but
No.
it's a meat
like
mixture,
ground meat.
beef.
Yeah.
but it has like allspice,
allspice, cinnamon, nutmeg, like holiday spices mixed in with the ground beef. And I feel like they cook the ground beef and then they drain it and then they put it in this pie crust and they bake it in the oven.
Yeah,
It's good. It's
good.
interesting. It's not like,
it's good.
I mean, every year I have a slice, but it's not like I'm like, woohoo, it's meat pie time. You know, it's like, yeah.
Sounds interesting.
It's good.
What are your feelings on tapioca?
No.
What?
Well, I don't want some chunky pudding.
But don't you like rice pudding?
No.
You don't like
Okay.
rice pudding either?
No.
He's not a dessert person.
I know. It's tough. Until some chocolate cake comes out, and then he's
I
like,
have some chocolate cake. And I do love me some pumpkin pie.
do you?
I do.
I'm picky
Pumpkin
about my
pie?
pumpkin pie.
I like a little bit of pumpkin pie with my Cool Whip.
I also true. Also true. I feel like Cool Whip was invented for pumpkin pie.
It,
Absolutely.
obviously. I mean, what else would you use it for?
He like ices the pumpkin pie.
Oh, you just-
he ices the outside of the
You don't see
slice
that
and the
there's
top.
pie.
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah, that's
You cut
amazing.
into it and the filling
amazing.
is the pumpkin pie essentially.
yeah. And it can't be Ready Whip. I mean, I'm a fan of Ready Whip, but when it's pumpkin pie, I prefer Cool Whip.
Cool Whip.
Yeah, Cool Whip all the
No.
way.
Real whipped cream.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, her
Christmas.
family makes real whipped cream. It's like a thing. Yeah.
Well, real whipped
What
cream
the
can be
F,
good,
dude?
but no sense in going through all that trouble when there's
Holy
Cool Whip.
crap. Cool Whip's amazing.
All the trouble. It's
What's with the
2 minutes.
It takes an awfully long time to turn heavy cream into cream. Like
Not with the
whipped cream.
KitchenAid mixer. You set it and walk
Listen.
away and then come back.
come back and you got butter?
That's true.
All that natural
true.
crap. We need the store-bought stuff, man. Gotta support the economy.
We had a Ready Whip story though. We had
Interesting.
we had a chocolate lab. We had Sarge, and Sarge was a fan of the Ready Whip.
He was a
so-
black lab.
Yeah,
But
yeah, black lab, and
Dang.
I would just give him like a hit.
Wasn't my dog, and I knew that.
I give him a hit of Ready Whip, you know, off my finger when I pulled it out of the fridge. And then one day she goes to pull out the Ready Whip, and he's like, "Yo, where's my Ready Whip?" And it was so bad to the point she goes, "What's with the dog and the whipped cream?" I'm like, "I don't know."
At least it wasn't peanut butter. Just saying.
So
dog
but
loves peanut
I'm
butter.
picky about my pumpkin pie, man. You can't like,
Picky about your pumpkin pie?
yeah. I just
Traditional.
It's got to be like no frills, like traditional. I don't want pecans or
Oh yeah.
anything like that on
Agreed.
it. I just want pumpkin pie, like just straight up pumpkin pie.
What's the traditional Christmas desserts?
How do you feel about tapioca?
One for
That's
every
what-
person.
I don't know what that means.
Literally, they have a dessert for every person that's in attendance. Like if there's going to be like 10 people at dinner, there's like 10 desserts, man.
Because it's just
I
what
don't
happens.
know what happens. Plus cookies make
I was gonna
it
say
better.
Christmas cookies are like.
Well,
you
my
know,
aunt has
the
already started
traditional.
making Christmas cookies last month. So she makes them and
She makes them and
freezes them.
freezes them, brings them out. You'd never know.
I gotta say, Grammy Beth used to make some pretty good grasshopper pie.
Whoa.
Oh,
What's
that's
what's
good.
grasshopper
What's
pie?
grass? This is some piney
It's
bullshit.
no. My mom's not really a piney, but no, she makes this pie with creme de menthe, and it's frozen,
And there's alcohol in it.
and there's alcohol in it, so
Which
she
is- we
wouldn't
always laughed
let
about
the kids have it.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like an icebox pie, but it's
Did you say an icebox pie?
Yeah, I don't know what
Yeah.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know what the
It went in the
center
freezer?
is, but it's like a like a Oreo cookie crust,
Yeah.
pie crust, and then you pour the filling in the middle,
green.
and then you freeze it. Yeah, but it's green because of the cream de menthe.
Yeah.
Probably got like
Ah, it's good.
sweetened condensed milk and cream de menthe and
Yeah. I've never actually made it, so I don't know what goes in it, but it's good.
You got to get
good
that
pie.
recipe.
I will. Yeah,
It's good.
it's something she makes every year.
Could probably use a little more alcohol. I'm sure she probably put 2 drops in. And
She didn't want anybody getting drunk at
probably
Christmas, so
you get that alcohol ratio to a point where the custard
gonna-
won't even set up.
Yeah.
Al found that out. He made rum raisin ice cream one year, and he had so much rum in the ice cream it never really froze. It was like gelato.
that doesn't work.
It was good.
That doesn't work.
Yeah, it was good stuff. So Christmas desserts. I don't know what are the Christmas desserts.
We switch them up sometimes.
Cookies and
Usually it's like an apple pie,
Yeah.
cookies, Buckeye balls.
Buckeye balls. Do you even know what a Buckeye ball is?
I don't. And the stuff you guys come up with is just like, I'm like, sit in the room and hear
You're
like
so
90
basic.
different things I've never heard of before.
Do you
in
like
my
peanut
life.
butter?
Yeah.
Do you like chocolate?
Wrapped in the chocolate. Is that what they're called?
Yeah.
'Cause
Yes.
I've heard them probably called peanut butter balls.
Yeah, because they look like big Buckeye peas. So, like the Ohio State Buckeye running around that you pop in your mouth.
It's racist.
I feel like we don't get to dessert because on Christmas Eve we have like a buffet of appetizers and food, usually at my aunt's
is that,
house, and then we just stuff ourselves with kibasi and
how's that
shrimp and
gonna work this
scallops,
year?
and then nobody can ever eat dessert.
Yeah.
Christmas is looking a little different this year just because my aunt passed away this year and she used to host. So it's going to be at my brother's house this year.
But
and
we all know Ron did all the cooking. So is Ron
Yeah,
still going to cook? Or
I
what?
think he's going to make some stuff, but we're still coordinating all that. So I'm not sure how that's going to play out.
This is going to be a jip.
But
Heading to church early then if you got to go down the shore.
probably, yeah.
That's the biggest thing that has changed for us from moving from North Jersey to South Jersey. I feel has been Christmas Eve. Because Christmas Eve we had a little groove on Christmas Eve. It was, we'd go to church, go to Gail's house, cook whatever dinner we were cooking,
7 fishes.
whether it was 7 fishes or whatever it was that we that's kind of where we ended up the last few years, and then go to midnight mass and then head home.
Well, it wasn't a mass,
Well, it
but
wasn't a
midnight
mass.
service.
Midnight service.
You go to church twice?
Gail
Well,
did.
there were 2 services.
There were 2 services.
So a couple of years we would be at her house kind of cooking because she always sang in the choir. So she would do like the 7:30 service. And we would be like cooking. And then when she got home, we would eat and then all go at 11 and they do like the candlelight service, which is nice.
On Christmas Eve or Christmas
Christmas
Day?
Eve.
Christmas
Oh,
Eve.
Christmas Eve. Okay.
Have you ever been to
Yeah.
a candlelight service on Christmas Eve?
Yeah.
Okay. I know different churches do it differently. I mean, growing up like in a Lutheran church, I never really did that, but the Catholic Church did, and then she had a really small church in East Rutherford, and they did a really good job at the candlelight service. It was really nice.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. I think small churches do candlelight services better. I feel like.
Yeah. The Baptist church I grew up in, they had some candlelight services that we went through the years.
Yeah.
But the church we have now doesn't do Christmas Eve. They do Christmas Eve, but I think their latest service is 7. I don't think they're candlelight. It's a big church, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that church is huge. They do a good Christmas celebration. Though we went Christmas Eve 2 years ago, maybe. I think we went.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, they usually do like 4 services, like 1:35 and 7, just because the church is so big and so many people go.
Yeah.
1, 3, 5, and 7. Holy cow! And they're probably all packed.
Yeah. I mean, the 1 o'clock is probably the least packed, but then, 3 and 5 are jammed.
Are they as packed as they used to be before they expanded the building? It's a big
I
building.
I
now.
think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. They put a good show on too.
There's
It's
a-
pretty much just, bunch of traditional Christmas music and then a brief message by the pastor, and then they get you out of there because they got rolling
They got
4
another-
different ones
they-
through.
they got another
They
one
got to
to
get
roll
everybody
through.
cleared out of the parking lot, so the next batch can get in there and find parking. So,
And that's a job that you're parking at that church. I mean, it's
they have staff out there.
Yeah.
yeah.
There's parking staff. Yeah.
We used to go to St. Anne's with my grandmother in Browns Mills growing up, and it was always, I used to call it like the brotherly love when you got out of church, and like everybody's cutting each other off in the parking lot. I'm like, you've all just completely lost what you came here for the minute you get in the car in the parking lot. Like people are just like out of their minds trying to get out of the parking lot. I'm like, why? Why are you even here? Yeah, it used to drive me nuts.
Yeah. So, what's the best Christmas present you've ever gotten?
I don't know, man. Gotten some good ones. That's a tough question. I wasn't prepared for that.
It is a hard one.
That is a tough question.
I know.
She's like, I know.
How old? I think I was 12.
All right,
And I
I'm
finally,
off the hook here. Good.
I was 12. Yep. I was 12 and I finally got a Cabbage Patch doll that I had wanted for like 2 years. And we couldn't get them because nobody could get them.
They were
So
sold
2
out.
years later, you got a used Cabbage Patch doll.
No, it was brand new. Finally got it.
Thrifted.
Hey, man.
Santa brought it.
Okay.
So
Booyah.
Santa brought it. He was the man.
Nice.
As a kid, I feel like I got the G.I. Joe aircraft carrier as a kid. That was like the holy grail of G.I. Joe toys when we were younger, was that aircraft
You
carrier.
didn't have that.
I did. My cousin never lets
Totally
me
just
forget.
try to steal my favorite one.
My cousin never lets me forget it either. Because it was like the one thing he never got, but he had like everything else. So
I had all of them.
did you?
Everything G.I. Joe.
We had a lot of stuff.
Was never into like the Star Wars stuff or any of the other lineups of toys, but I had all the G.I. Joe stuff.
They were tough to find as
And
kids.
the aircraft carrier was insane. It was like as big as a like twin bed.
Yeah, it was big. It was huge.
I was in base housing. I had my bed and my aircraft carrier, and I had to like sideways down.
It was as long as this rug. I feel like it was like
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
it
You
was
don't
big.
understand. Like
it was a little bit. It was like
I mean,
probably half the width,
yeah.
but it was as long as that. Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
No,
Yeah.
dead serious.
Yeah, I had to be big. Atlanta F-14 Tomcat on that thing.
Yeah,
I mean,
man.
how? Come on.
I think my dad had like made, I don't know if he used sawhorse or what he did, and put like a sheet of plywood, and we put it up on that. That's where it kind of sat in my room. It was cool. But I don't know. We got kind of spoiled. My mom was really like, she always went crazy at Christmas. So it was, we got good stuff, but it was also a lot of stuff. A lot.
Yeah.
She was nuts. And then she would do this thing, like she's always trying to get the three of us like an even amount, like an even dollar number that she spends. But then she would find something for this kid that she liked and wanted to get him, so she got it. And then the number went up, so now she had to go back and get something for the other two kids, and then and then the number just kept going up.
That's why I keep a spreadsheet.
That is so Stacey. That is so Stacey.
That's why I keep a spreadsheet.
I don't know. We had some good Christmases, kids. We got some good stuff.
Well, speaking of Christmas gifts, let's take a quick minute and hear from Legendary USA, who are the sponsors of this podcast. What's up, everybody? I just wanted to take a minute to tell you about the sponsor of today's podcast, Legendary USA. Their selection of leather and denim jackets, vests, gloves, chaps, and riding shirts are 100% made in the USA with a lifetime warranty. Legendary USA isn't just about style, it's about quality. With American-made products and a commitment to excellence, you can trust that you're getting gear that's built to last. Legendary USA isn't just for bikers. They have a full selection of shirts, hoodies, EDC, tactical and survival gear, all made here in the USA. And here is the best part. Legendary USA is offering our listeners an exclusive deal. When you shop at legendaryusa.com and use the promo code LegendaryPod, you'll get 15% off on your first purchase. That's legendary with a D and pod for podcast. So why settle for ordinary when you can be legendary? Click that link in the description to head on over to legendaryusa.com to explore their fantastic range of products and use the promo code LegendaryPod to snag your 15% off discount today. Now back to the show, and thank you for Legendary USA for supporting this podcast. All right, we are back.
I think we got all excited about having the girls on. Forgot to play that earlier, huh?
That's probably what happened.
That's all right. We got it in.
You heard he was excited we were here.
He said it on record now. It's recorded, so we can just play that back whenever we want.
It'll live on Spotify forever.
That's right.
I rocked my Legendary USA vest over today.
Did you?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
My black denim one, not the leather.
Uh-huh.
Those are coming soon, though. I talked to him today.
Oh, all right.
They should be soon. So
Nice.
yeah, I'm excited about that. Good dude, good brand. And,
Yeah, Chris is a cool dude.
He's really taking care of us with this event that we're putting on this year. So been a huge help. Him and his worker Gail there works at the store there. She's been a huge help too. So
She's a trip, man.
huge
She's a lot of
shout out.
fun.
Yeah. So, what else you guys want to talk about, man? Any other Christmas, holiday, Thanksgiving?
Favorite Christmas movie?
Ooh, favorite Christmas movie. This is a tough one too.
Is it though?
Two.
It is because there's.
Well,
I
actually,
mean, I
I
don't feel like
have
there's
more
a
than
ton, but the ones there's a few that I like. So what's yours? It's so easy.
Family Vacation.
National Lampoon's
Christmas
Christmas
Vacation?
Vacation.
Yeah, Christmas Vacation. National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
That is one of the
It's
top
a good
ones.
one. It's definitely a good one.
It's a good one. I can't understand the people. Like, nobody here say Total Recall. Like, it's
Die Hard.
Die Hard.
Die
That's what
Hard.
it is.
Total Recall.
Total Recall. Die Hard. Don't be like don't with the Die Hard thing. Whatever.
Total Recall.
I can't like the people with Die Hard as the Christmas movie. I'm like,
They were at a Christmas party, bro. Were they not at a Christmas party?
they were, but it's not a Christmas movie.
It's an action film, but
Yeah.
no, I don't. What's yours?
Oh, probably A Christmas Story.
Yeah.
I do put that on Christmas Eve, usually when I'm up late wrapping gifts, but I'll leave it on for the 24 hours that it plays on TBS.
It's good. I mean, it's good. It's an American tradition.
But do you have a bunny onesie that you wear like I do?
We should have made you wear that for the podcast.
You want me to go change?
We have a leg lamp, but not the bunny onesie.
No, she's got the bunny onesie. Like that's when Christmas morning she rolls down in the bunny
I
onesie.
have to-
I have to wear it Christmas morning.
I'm telling you. I'm like,
It's got the bunny feet, but it doesn't have the
hood.
like the hood.
But
Yeah,
it's
I
got-
gotta find
it's
one.
got
I
the
gotta
bunny
find
feet.
one that is.
You do need that. You need that.
Yeah.
I think Aunt Gail should make you one. That would be. Didn't his aunt make it
Aunt
for him?
Clara.
Aunt Clara. Put that on right now.
And Elf is another
Yeah,
close second.
Elf is a good one. I love Elf.
Elf, I could take her leave.
Are you one of those guys that doesn't like him too?
No, I mean, I don't.
It's hilarious.
Yeah, it doesn't.
It's not one that I can remember like I sit down and watch the whole thing. It's one thing if I'm like doing something and it's on in the background, okay, but Christmas Story and Christmas Vacation are ones that I sit down and I watch beginning to end.
No Home Alone?
Not even on my radar.
That's 100% a Christmas movie.
I'm not saying it's not a Christmas movie. We're talking about favorite Christmas movies, and that's just
Really?
not even on my radar.
And I like A Wonderful Life, like some old school.
No Four Christmases?
No,
Are you
I've watched
That's a
that
good one. I
one.
like that one.
It's a good one.
no.
For me, though, I like watching the old Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer that used to come on TV and Frosty.
Rudolph, Frosty. I'm all Charlie Brown's Christmas.
Charlie Brown, because
they
it
hardly even play them anymore. Though.
They don't.
You got to seek them out.
Yeah.
Like on,
but that's what we watched as kids. Like there wasn't the movies on. Like traditionally, the movie that came on was The Wizard of Oz came on Thanksgiving. You'd watch that, and then they would start with the shows. But they might only air them twice a season. So when they came on, you had to watch them, and you had to sit and watch them. You couldn't record them.
Right. There was
you
no
could-
DVR.
yeah, no DVR. So
about Gremlins.
Gremlins, I'm a fan. I
It's
remember
Christmas time.
My uncle took
not a
me to
traditional
see
Christmas
Gremlins when I was like a kid. Man, the movie scared the shit out of me when I was a kid.
So when
Yeah,
are
it
you
was kinda
watching these
creepy.
Christmas movies, hon? Because for me to get you to sit down and watch a movie,
We watch Family Vacation, National Lampoon's Family Vacation. We watch
Yeah.
that. We'll watch a
Are you
Christmas.
kidding?
Story.
Christmas vacation.
I can usually only
Whatever.
get you to
Christmas Vacation.
watch one a year.
Vacation is the original. Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot. Every year I try to say I'm going to watch some of the really old classics, like Miracle on 34th Street and It's a Wonderful Life or whatever.
Yeah, I'm not watching neither one of those. Like
And I get like,
great, but
I'll record them and then I just never find the time to watch them.
I'm not a Hallmark movie fan, though.
ironically, you're not a Hallmark movie fan, but those seem to play on in the background a lot when you're setting up Christmas stuff.
Sometimes,
Well, Hallmark starts their Christmas in July now.
but
I don't know when they
Yeah.
start.
Pretty much.
Ridiculous. Every one of
they're
those
way
movies
too
is exactly
predictable.
the same.
Yes.
They just switch out the actors and then they're all the same. Stupid.
That's it.
Yeah, I like A Christmas Story. That's traditionally on all day, Christmas Day. What else?
Although last year there was a Hallmark on, and it had Fred Savage and whoever the girl is who played Winnie on. Did you watch The Wonder Years when you were a kid?
I mean, I've seen it, but I didn't
Yeah.
watch it.
So like The Wonder Years was. I watched a lot of The Wonder Years when that show
You
was on.
liked some Winnie, huh?
God, come on, you know.
Pervert.
It was a good show. But two of
Was it, though?
them were in a Hallmark that was on like while we were. I didn't sit down and watch it, but I found that ironic. It was like here was the Wonder Years cast, like
That's cute.
recycled.
There's probably good ones I'm forgetting. Christmas movies.
There's only two.
I like Christmas with the Cranks.
There's yes, Christmas with the Cranks is
It's
amazing.
a good one.
You probably haven't even seen it, so
Nah.
don't try to
That's
comment
with
on it.
Tim Allen?
Yes.
Tim Allen and Jamie Lee Curtis.
And I want to be him. He was like, "We're not doing Christmas. We're going on a cruise." Yes, let's do it. Then the whole neighborhood rebelled and guilted them into doing Christmas. That's the Christmas spirit. Make people feel crappy for doing what they want to do.
Well, they changed their mind because their daughter came home and they didn't expect her to be home for Christmas. That was the only. They didn't get guilted into it.
Yeah, she was getting guilted into it.
She was, yeah. They were at their front door, and she was hiding, calling her husband. She was like, "They're here for Frosty."
That was a good movie.
Nope.
You gotta get out more, man. You can't just be like, "There's 2 Christmas movies. That's it. I won't watch anything else." Come on.
Well, there's like 2 vegetables in your world. There's 2 Christmas movies in my world.
I
mean,
literally named 12, and that's just the ones I can think of right now. So your ratios are off, bro. Yeah. No, what else? Favorite Christmas
Well,
song?
Tim Allen, he's got the Santa Claus movies.
There's a new one coming out this year too, I think.
Is there?
Yeah. There is. Did you know that they existed?
the Santa Claus. I've
Or do
seen
you
like
just-
them. I've seen
just
them,
the
but it's
one?
not like I'm going to sit down and watch them. She'll tell you, like for me to sit down and watch a movie, like
It's torture.
it's just the ADD is strong. Like, what else are we doing? What else we got going on? What else?
Yeah. That or he's too comfortable and he just falls asleep.
Also true.
Jeez.
Strange.
Also true.
Strange.
What are you going to do? It happens.
What's your favorite Christmas song?
That's a tough one.
No.
Well, it's actually.
Is there more than one?
There are.
Is there really more than one?
There is more.
There's
than one.
more than Frosty the Snowman?
There is.
Interesting. Only one movie, but what? There's probably like 85 songs that are awesome.
Probably.
He's
Yeah,
more
there's
into
like-
music than he is movies.
7
so.
Christmas songs sung by 3,000 different artists.
Basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's kind of how Christmas has been watered down too.
Yeah.
Well, everyone has a Christmas album. Like, you're not an artist until you have a Christmas album.
That's true.
Even Jason Kelsey has a Christmas album. Come on.
Technically,
does.
Eagles offensive line does, but I mean,
Yeah,
if
yeah.
we're just gonna act like there's one guy. Let me guess, there's only one Eagles offensive lineman too. Speaking of which,
Yep.
Oh, got to check the score.
no.
Mm-hmm.
So, you guys have any
I
other?
thought our phones were off.
Mine is on.
Yep.
My ringer's off. Have you heard it?
I don't know. Christmas song. I mean,
Elvis, Blue Christmas.
see, I go the other way. Like I'm thinking, like
Michael Bublé.
I'm more like Silent Night and some of the church.
Oh, the
hymns
traditional ones.
Some of
Yeah.
the church hymns that we would sing.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean-
We're going with hymns for favorite Christmas songs.
Well, I mean, because it's just like that's Christmas. That's Christmas.
Stop it.
I mean, the theme
Stop
to
it.
Christmas Vacation obviously is
Yeah, that's a favorite.
who
We're annoying Bert now.
Who sings Christmas rapping?
The waitresses?
They're the waitresses. That's a good one. While we're talking about songs, though, I don't only have a favorite Christmas song. I have a favorite Thanksgiving song.
Oh, no.
Hell yeah. No. Yes. Alice's Restaurant. Look at these
See?
people.
The TV show?
They don't even know.
Wait a minute. Is this like the 17-minute
Yes.
long song? I think we
Alice's-
talked about this before.
Restaurant?
Yes.
What is
He used
Alice's
to-
restaurant?
Oh, he used to make me listen to that all the way
Wait, is
driving
it
to
actual
North
music
Jersey.
or is it from a TV show?
on
It's
Thanksgiving.
actual music. And it is rumored to be.
Arlo Guthrie.
It is rumored to be
I think
that
you brought this up before.
the song is the exact same length as the blank in the Nixon Watergate tapes. So there's some conspiracy theory there.
Yeah.
And it has what to do with Thanksgiving?
It's all
Nothing.
It does. It's all about Thanksgiving dinner. And cleaning out the church where they had Thanksgiving dinner.
And taking the trash to the
And
dump.
27 8x10 glossy photographs.
And it goes on and on and on.
Yeah.
I can't get your back on
It's
this
terrible.
Nah, you got to listen to it, man.
Terrible.
one. I feel like you played it for us.
It's so American. It's
Like,
not even.
I'm sure he
It
did.
is-
I think you put that on the car the one time I threw up.
I'm sure he tortured you with it because he
is.
tortured me
There
with
is
it
nothing more
every
American than Alice's
year.
Restaurant. Come on, man. That is.
How do you say that
Come
with a
on.
straight face?
I hope you plan on playing it while you're driving up with your mom.
I'm gonna be in that thing. I'm gonna have to like burn it to a CD. I'm gonna have to go old school.
No, you could just play it from your phone. Just
could
play
do
it from your
that.
phone.
I could do
But
that.
you've tortured me with it for many, many years. You could torture other people with it.
Or you could just put your earbuds in and listen to it yourself.
Yeah.
No,
There's-
no. Whose side are you
The
on?
holiday is all
I'm
about.
trying to help you not be tortured
The
anymore.
holiday is all about
well,
sharing and giving.
I'm driving
I
up
mean,
separately because I have Hank.
You know.
Y'all are driving to the holiday separately?
Well, that's just how it's gonna happen this year. She's gonna go up the night before and help with dinner and prep and
With Hank.
Which holiday?
Thanksgiving.
And I'm gonna be driving up with Mom and picking my cousin up in Hamilton, and then
You're taking everybody up.
heading up to North Jersey. Yeah.
And then the
So-
other Thanksgiving tradition that my aunt and my sister and I do is the day after Thanksgiving, we go around to the cemeteries, to the family plots, and we put the grave blankets down.
Yep.
So I'm staying up there to do that on Friday.
That's a nice tradition.
Yeah,
It is
Instead
really.
of shopping?
Yes.
Yeah. It is really. I mean, it's just
My
one
aunt
of
and my
those-
uncle used
it's a
to do
lost
it.
thing.
And there's 4 cemeteries that we go to, and they used to do it every year. And then when my uncle passed away, my aunt was doing it, and she was going to do it by herself. We're like, there's no reason you should be doing that by yourself. And quite honestly, too, like, we need to know where these people are, because I've been to them, but you don't always know which row, which road, you know?
Yeah, and if you're only going every so
Yeah.
often, you forget
Yeah.
where they're at.
So I went with her the first year. We went with her a couple of years, and now it's my sister has joined, and the 3 of us just go and do it. And we do them in the morning, and then we go and have lunch, and then, you know.
You need to be
We
in a
finish our
group
day.
because some of the spots are a little sketch because, you know, at one time what was nice neighborhoods in North Jersey have kind of, you know, deteriorated into marginal neighborhoods, and cemeteries are kind of desolate to begin with.
Yeah.
So her great grandfather is buried like 100 yards from Joey Ramone, though.
Oh, cool.
Yes. This is obviously he's lost on this one. He's just
He's like,
not
who's
lost.
Joey Ramone?
Some stupid singer.
But I feel like it's a tradition.
Probably
like,
sang a bad Christmas song.
that the generation before us, like my grandmother, like it was always a thing, and we always would go up to my grandfather's grave and put the Christmas blanket on there. And she was like very strategic about it, because I feel like it used to get like a lot colder around Christmas, and she would bring like 2 gallons. We'd have to bring 2 gallons of water with us, and she would put these deep stakes into the ground to hold the blanket down, and then she would pour water all around it, hoping that it froze to the ground so they couldn't remove it in a day or 2.
Probably smart.
That was her. That was her strategy.
Interesting.
But
Another good Christmas song we forgot to mention was Adam Sandler's Hanukkah song.
oh yes,
Okay, not technically Christmas, but still, I listen to it at the holidays.
Hanukkah is
the festival of lights. Instead of one day of present, we get 8 crazy nights.
You want to sing the whole thing? Huh?
I could.
I think we're good.
Put on your yarmulke.
And after that,
Here
I'll bust out
comes
some
Hanukkah.
Alice's Restaurant.
No,
Jesus.
That's the best song ever, man.
wrong.
You're just standing by that. You're just gonna
I'll die.
die on that hill.
Yeah, I will.
Best song ever.
She will tell
in
you.
general.
She will tell you. I will die on the hill of the Alice's Restaurant, man. That is.
He will die alone.
Just you and Alice.
In her restaurant.
I thought you were talking about like Flo and Alice from Mel's Diner.
And Facha the dog.
That is.
That was Alice's dog, Facha.
Which Alice?
Alice who owned the restaurant.
In the song.
Yeah, nobody.
The song that nobody cares
Nobody
about.
knows what you're talking about. If you're listening to this and you have a clue what he's talking about, please leave us a comment, leave us a message, let us know that George is not the only one on the planet listening to this ridiculous song.
Oh my God.
Anyway,
So, Stacey, you never. Was it ever a tradition in your family to shop on Black Friday?
Yes, my sister and I used to go out when I lived up in North Jersey, and we would hit our certain stores. But in Paramus, they could only open at 7 a.m. So there was none of this like midnight, 5 a.m. It was, so you kind of had to pick what store you wanted to be at 7.
Because you waited in line out front until they opened.
Yeah. So
Okay.
we used to do like Christmas tree shop. That was kind of our, starting point. And then depending on what I was trying to get, what gifts I was trying to get would be where I go. Now online, you do so much.
Yeah, and I was wondering if anybody is still like hanging out in stores. I know they open at midnight, some of them now, but I mean, are people still lining up to get into the stores, or are people just doing online shopping? It was never really a tradition for our family to shop on
Yeah.
Black Friday. Like, we never really went out. Well, Bert and I went a couple of times, and it was a miserable nightmare. Neither of us like shopping that much, so.
When we were kids, my grandmother, my aunt, my mom used to do Toys R Us on Black Friday for
Okay.
us. But that was pretty much it. And honestly, this year I'm trying to do a lot more like shop local, small businesses, trying to go more that route this year. So if I'm buying anything on Black Friday, it's probably because it's something I want. And
Not a
you want
give
for
you
you.
up for somebody, but something
it's
you want for
got
yourself.
a deal.
That's true.
But every year we buy Christmas gifts at Russo's for somebody. Like that's our people
Yeah.
don't know that's like our local farm store. But they have I mean I don't know where they get their stuff. It's not like it's homemade, but they are a local business selling it, and they had some cool. Stacey got some mugs there today. What do the mugs say?
Merry Christmas, you filthy animal.
Cool.
He's not amused.
You like that movie?
That was a movie.
not from Christmas Vacation.
What movie was that? I just thought it was
Home Alone.
Funny. Oh, was that okay? Yeah,
The Christmas movie that you don't like.
yeah. I think I saw that.
So you
movie.
thought it was hilarious, but it's actually a quote from a movie.
See, so I think the mug is funny, and it's
The movie is not.
a new discovery for me, and the mug is a standalone.
Not really.
We could show him these movies now that we watched a billion times since we were a kid, and this is like his first time ever seeing them.
Crazy.
So excited. Not really.
He's like, "Have you guys seen Back to the Future? That's amazing."
I have seen Back to the Future.
This guy's over here
So-
ripping on classic movies and then trying to sell us on Al's Diner.
Alice's.
Alice's Diner.
Whatever.
It's actually Alice's restaurant. Why am I correcting him? I hate this.
That's how it works.
I mean,
Indoctrination.
I've been sucked in.
I've been brainwashed.
yeah, no.
So here's a question. Do you decorate for Christmas before Thanksgiving or after?
We do not decorate before Thanksgiving for Christmas.
If we decorate.
You decorate every year for Christmas.
Yeah, we have.
She decorates every year for Christmas.
It's not happening this year.
Just like you decorate for Christmas.
Listen, I support
Go on,
you and
Cruz.
all of your decorating.
You helped me get the
Desires.
bins out of the basement.
I climbed up on that roof and put some Christmas lights up for you this year.
There was a year you climbed up on the roof and
I
put
did a
lights
few
out,
times.
and
I
it
did a
freaked me
couple
out.
times.
So we don't do that anymore. We have a very high
I just
roof.
don't have the
so.
desire.
Well, it's not so much putting them up, but then taking them down in January when
like
it's cold
double
and snowy.
work.
Yeah. It is double work.
Look at those lights that like those new age rope light thingies that just stay up there year round and you just change colors for whatever the season is. What?
There's a house on
You
Powell.
can just make them white or whatever. They could be like they're just accent lights.
There's a house on like Powell Place or Powell Road. I get the two confused, but the one between our houses, that the longer one, that guy does a hell of a Christmas lights display.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like
It's all
To music.
time to the
yeah,
music.
it's all synchronized in
Yeah.
time to the music, and I'm just like,
Although he's always left a lot of stuff up during the year.
it's a lot of stuff,
And I
man.
noticed
Yeah.
this year nothing like there was nothing up like during the summer and stuff. So I'm wondering. if
He
he's
did
gonna-
that last year, too, and he did put all of his stuff up. I worried, too,
He's got to
but
be
he
starting
did.
by now.
It's probably
Yeah, he'll be starting.
We're gonna pass there on the way home. We'll see.
You'll have to check.
See if he's doing
But
it.
you could see that thing coming down the road. I mean, you could see it like flashing into the
Yeah.
streets well before you could see it. It's really funny.
Yeah.
We don't get crazy like that, mostly just out of laziness with not wanting to take it all down once we get it all up.
Yeah, because
so
I might be excited to put it up, and I wasn't excited. You know, it looks great, blah blah. And then Christmas is over, January, and it's like, I gotta take all this crap down.
Well, I
So funny in North Jersey is what you're going to bring up. Every year, and it's no longer there. We would go to I forget what town to see this place called the Elvis House.
Franklin Lakes.
Franklin Lake, see the Elvis House. Why was it called the Elvis House?
He was an Elvis impersonator.
There you go. But this guy did Christmas lights, and by Christmas lights, I mean he made Clark look like it was amateur hour.
Well, he had
Well,
probably
Clark kind of was
like,
amateur hour.
he
you watch the
probably
movie.
had at least an acre and a half of property, and it was on a corner, and it was Franklin Lakes. It's a more affluent area, so they're big homes, and it would get down the road like just cars backed up going through because the side street. He had like a pond in the backyard and there was a little bridge. And so all his backyard was landscaped and he did it all out in lights. So the whole way down, the whole side, his whole backyard. And then over the years, his neighbors started getting into it too. Because they're like, all of these people are blocking up our road to come down and look.
Yeah.
So might as
It was
well,
crazy.
It
was crazy.
add to the
Yeah.
madness.
But in South Jersey, we have something cool too, which is a great thing to go see because they do a collection for Toys for Tots. And is it in Williamstown?
So no, they moved it
Did
because
they move it because those people were bent out of shape in that neighborhood.
So Harbaugh Village, I think it's called now. So he used to do up the house like Clark Griswold and had a Winnebago. Is this what you're talking about?
I've seen it.
He
I've
has
seen it
the
advertised.
Winnebago, and
Yeah.
we went. We went a couple years, and he would get a lot of people like attracted. But he did the whole house in the lights and had Clark hanging from a
Clark hanging
ladder.
from the gutter.
Because he had the station wagon out front and put a tree on top, right? Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
seeing that.
He had the Winnebago out there.
Yeah, and they collect toys for tots there, but it got too much to be too much. So now they have Harbaugh Village, where they set it up as like a little winter village. They'll have some fire pits out there. They have some vendors, and actually, he's gonna be there. Why am I blanking on his name? Clark Griswold.
Chevy Chase.
Chevy Chase.
Chevy Chase be there
He's
to do
going to
the
be there
official lighting.
on
Oh,
December
cool.
3rd.
Oh, that's pretty
No
neat.
kidding.
Yeah.
That'd be packed.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be. I'm sure it's gonna be jammed.
We were just
So-
looking at a Christmas village, PA.
Longwood.
Excuse me?
Longwood Gardens.
Keep it
Yes.
clean. Family show.
Longwood Gardens. It's on the calendar for us to try to go.
Where is Longwood Gardens?
Out in PA.
It's south of Philly. It's like between Philly and Delaware somewhere. I feel like out that way.
What was the one? Kaiser? We were just looking at it.
Yeah, it was something with a K.
Oh, it's something else.
Yeah, it's out towards Mechanicsburg.
Out that way. Okay.
It's a couple hours.
I'll tell you though, they had one of those old Winnebagos down at the Chevy Chase house that we went that year, and they collected enough toys to fill the Winnebago.
That's cool.
I mean, the
Wow.
Winnebago was right. I mean, you think about that. That Winnebago was like chock full. So it's pretty neat.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is the time we need to be soliciting people for our event because everybody's in the giving mood.
Everybody's in the good mood. And the house next door used to do a Christmas story. So they had the
Yeah.
old truck in the driveway with the big box that said Fragile on it.
Yeah, it wasn't nearly to the same scale, but
No, but it
Yeah.
was still cool.
You know, it
Yeah.
said fragile, right?
It's Fragile. It's Italian.
Did you see that movie? Did you actually see that movie, or did you just,
Yes,
or did you
'cause-
see clips on TikTok?
That's it. Just
no,
clips.
that one is on repeat for the 24 hours a day. I think I watch it probably 3 or 4
Yeah.
Daddy's gonna kill Ralphie.
I can't put my arms down.
Oh
Should
man.
have killed Ralphie. Ralphie was a little turd.
Aw.
This is a stupid gun. Well, you got anything else you'd like to add to this story? This could be it. This could be the last time you're ever on here.
Wow. He stands alone in that opinion. Completely.
Good save.
Way to throw
No,
him
they
under
gotta-
the bus.
They have to come on one
He's
more time
speaking
because
for
they
himself.
got to come and bring the topic next time.
Oh. Oh.
Oh, okay. Well, we can collaborate
And
on
we'll
that,
let you
Stacey, and
guys-
we'll get back to you guys.
We'll let
We'll
you
have
guys
a
hit
few
us with the
topics.
difficult questions.
That sounds like a moment you're gonna make me regret just for you.
Absolutely.
No, he's going to regret it.
Yep.
Well, you didn't want to stand with me when I said this was it. So
Oh yeah,
here we
yeah.
are.
Because that was the
Here we
wise
are.
choice. Don't judge me for making smart choices.
You know what you should do when we leave? You should go play Al's Garage in your bedroom as you go to bed tonight.
Do you mean Alice's restaurant?
No, Alvin's shed. I
He
don't
doesn't know what he's
whatever
talking about.
Stupid song you're talking about. No, this has been enjoyable
Yes, it has.
for you guys. I'm sure you're probably in awe,
We are.
starstruck.
Thank you for gracing us with your presence.
My presence is your presence.
I can't.
Well,
Oh, my
somebody
God.
needs to close this bad boy
If
out.
you've listened to us this far, make sure you give us a sub on YouTube and ring that bell and give us a rating and leave us a little comment on Apple or
Let us
Spotify.
know. Let us know if we should bring the girls back or not. You tell us. We'll let the fans
God.
decide.
Okay.
Oh, no.
We can go for that.
Well, on that note,
I'm sure they'd rather have you guys than us.
More than likely. So, all right. Well, listen, thanks for listening in, and we will catch you in the next one.
Yeah, enjoy your holidays.
happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving.
Merry Christmas. Happy Kwanzaa.
Happy
Happy
Hanukkah.
birthday.
Peace.